ever had a few hours of sleep but still woken up feeling well rested? Or had over 12 and still felt groggy or tired? So much can happen in the seemingly inactive time that we don't really know about. For example, did you know that too little sleep, 5 to 6 hours, leads to a direct, significant decrease in life expectancy? Or that each hour of lost sleep leads to a 38% increase in feelings of sadness or hopelessness? Sleep is a lot more important than most people think. During sleep, we grow, we regenerate energy, and most important of all, our mind clears.
Even when it seems like our bodies are on shutdown, they're actually going through a number of significant processes throughout the night that help us to recover, grow, and stay healthy. These are called sleep cycles, and they repeat multiple times throughout the night. Each sleep cycle is consisted of various sleep stages, but the order in which these sleep stages occur in a sleep cycle depend on the individual and by age group. For the average grown individual, however, a single sleep cycle would go like this. First would come light sleep, which is the easiest stage to be woken from. Next would come a stage where various physiological changes occur, where your breathing and heart rate start to become more steady and your temperature drops. This prepares the body for deep sleep, a restorative phase that strengthens the immune system, repairs tissues, heals you when you're sick or injured, and clears harmful toxins from the brain. The last stage is called REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep. During this time, dreams take place, and it supports learning and emotional processing. All of this is controlled by the circadian rhythm, also known as your internal body clock, which knows when you should sleep and wake up again without using any alarm or timer. The brain manages its cycle by releasing a sleep hormone called melatonin. If there's a problem during any of these stages, it leads to sleep disorders.
This main one is called the circadian rhythm sleep-wake disorder. It's when you're having a hard time falling asleep or waking up on time. This is one of many sleep disorders that include, for example, insomnia, which is also very common. It's when you're having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Another one would be parasomnias, which is a little rarer. It's when verbal or physical expressions happen during your sleep. For example, walking, talking, or even eating. In a nutshell, if you don't dream, you basically stay unconscious. You don't see anything. But if you do dream, here are the sections that they would be categorized into. Starting with the standard dreams, it's the most common. They replay your day-to-day scenarios, unlike nightmares that reflect stress, anxiety, or sometimes even trauma. During this time, a lot can happen, but the most rare one, or one of them, are lucid dreams. Lucid dreams is when the dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming, and they can control their surroundings, or even influence what happens. Dreams usually vary and almost never reoccur, except for a specific type.
Recurring dreams are another types of these dreams. They're similar dreams that happen on multiple nights as a subconscious way to deal with traumas, conflicts, and avoidances when awake. Much like nightmares, they can be negative, but sometimes even positive. But either way, they leave an impact on us when we wake up. For example, have you ever had a dream of endlessly falling? Well, sleep and dream experts classify this type of dream as a loss of control in situations in the waking world.
We all know that sleep is important and it's vital for us as a human. But how much is really necessary? Usually, this amount ranges from 6 to 10 hours, but obviously it can change. The reason because of this is the quality. Some people may sleep better than others. For example, one person might wake up after minimal sleep and feel refreshed or awake. Others might sleep till midday and still feel groggy and tired. To find a balance is called sleep training. When you sleep train, you reset your biological clock to find a balance and help you sleep more regularly.
To do this, smartwatches can help. They have built-in motion sensors that track things like your heart rate, breathing, and motion in order to estimate what's going on in your brain at the time and whether you're awake or asleep. These are unlike a lab machine like an electroencephalogram or an EEG for short that tracks specific brain waves during each of the stages. Even though smartwatches don't have the most accurate results, they do give a general representation of what might be happening in your brain at the time. Another thing that smartwatches can measure are the different types of memories processed in different regions of the brain as you sleep. This is especially important in REM sleep and light sleep, as these are the stages where memories are usually consolidated. During this time, the brain strengthens various neural connections, strengthening important ones and weakening less relevant ones, in order to achieve efficiency when remembering a certain memory. This is a key factor in long-term memory storage.
Long-term memory is also significantly impacted by your emotional state, which is why most people remember those really emotional, distressing moments of their lives. For example, emotional triggers. It's when usually unpleasant, memories or thoughts are stored into your brain, and anything can set them off. Small bodily movements, actions, or even just some words that cause a strong emotional reaction.
In conclusion, even when it seems like nothing's really happening, so many things happen beyond our consciousness, things that we aren't even aware of most of the time, but help significantly with our growth and overall well-being. From sleep stages to dreams, and even to our unconsciousness and subconsciousness, your brain never really stops working from behind the scenes to change how you perceive tomorrow. Thank you for listening.